Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel, Aloha Creations, and this is Aloha, wanting to show you guys my finished December daily prompts 2019. I added that year there in the cover, so it turned out really well. And this was from a vintage book, and I thought that the colors were very appropriate for the season. And I knew I was going to use this book for a December junk journal. I just didn't know when I was going to use it, so I was very happy to have done this daily December prompts by Hiemstra. So the first page that I have is of prompt 22, and it's a mini journal, and I just wrote on some of the pages. So there wasn't much to write about, so I just left it as is. Showing you the front pages, and I wrote a favorite poem that I found on Pinterest, and those are rub-on stickers. I wrote all of the prompts down from 1 to 31, and that's a page line marker so that I know what prompt I will be at. But even then, I managed to switch 29 and 30, prompt 29 and 30, but that's all right. So that's number 1, and it's collaging. I put the numbers down, so I did the same last year, just to number them and to date them as well. And these are not in chronological order, so they're just all mixed, and I love that. I'm not used to that, but I loved how it turned out. This was from Frauke, the Quiet Rebel Journal. She had sent me a happy mail, and it's so lovely. I think she made that Christmas card, and it was so gorgeous. And another happy mail from Margaret from Seven Plaza. I didn't end up using those cards, but those are so lovely. I will be using them next year. A Christmas card I received from a friend, and that one is from Uta. And this one is another prompt, and I think it was about favorite piece of clothing, and for me it's, dresses. I love to wear dresses as much as I can. And this photo was from a calendar, and I really loved it because it reminds me of our mountains here where I'm from. And those are just little goodies I received. Oh, and photos, so that's why I didn't take them out. Those are from friends and family Christmas photos I received. And this was one of my favorite, it's collaging, and I love it. I love this prompt because I didn't think I could collage the way I see some of you do. So that was really nice. And just favorite images I got from some books, and that's from a Victorian themed book, date book, and I just wrote kind of like a daily thing that I did. And some of the prompts, it challenged me, and how I would interpret them in my own way. And this one, I just kind of fiddled around with what I thought it meant to me. And this one here is a really nice journaling card I made, and it was a superpower that I wanted, and it was time travel. And here's another one of those Victorian pages, and it was so lovely. They had all sorts of information and facts about the Victorian era, what they do during December month. Favorite color was green. That was another prompt. And this one as well. I didn't really flip it open because it was some personal journaling on that page there. And that was draw a letter, your first name of your letter, and write nice words on it. This was a challenge for me. If you guys know my struggles with sewing, and my gosh, it was, a quilt. My goodness, that heart fabric was a leftover from a shaker that I made, a fabric shaker. So I thought I'd use that because it was really nice. My favorite flowers are roses. And so I just fussy cut a lot of the flowers that I like, the images from the book that I have, and just made pockets, a fold out. And I just tucked them all in there. And, saved all of the ones that I liked. And those are some information from the cutouts. And I hate throwing them out, especially if there were just, historical facts about the flower. And I wrote something on the back, prom 6. And it's just family, wanting to have family here from, other countries, and especially the ones that never really experienced snow. I wanted them to experience that with us here. Some pages from a magazine, a doily. I really like that one image. It was a vintage tin of Santa Claus. And that's why. Oh, the comfort food prompt. Oh, yes, seafood is one of my favorites. And then I have this. I've been keeping this turkey ingredient. How to make turkey. So I kept it there. This vintage postcard I received from a good friend, Uta. Oh, she is so kind to me. She sends me all sorts of goodies. That's a tea, one of the prompts, and I just made a tag, and I used the string from the tea I was actually drinking that evening, and used the packaging to make a pocket. And that actually flips open. I forgot to do it, and I wrote and I journaled on that. And this was a gift to myself. I didn't want to open the envelope. You guys can actually see it. These are posted all on my IG. So my Instagram is Aloha's Creations. If you guys still want to follow me there, you can go right ahead. This was also one of my favorite. And I added that family word afterwards. And I did that all throughout my book. I just added little things here and there that I just thought after I've done the prompts, and just to fill in the pages as well. And that was a Christmas card from a friend also. And that's another collage page, I believe. So these are just images from books that reminds me of Christmas. That last one that I just showed you was of a lady just looking out the window out in the snow, and the birds were playing. I thought that was really nice image. And another collage. I love it. And another Christmas card I received. And this is the shaker card I made. It's so wonderful. This wasn't planned at all. I didn't even know how I came up with this idea. I had this, wide ribbon that I received from Dina, Timeless Junk Journals, and I don't know, I knew I wanted to use it, so somehow I managed to come up with that idea. This was pocket full of wishes, and the journaling card had, peace and joy, so that was one of the wishes I wanted, so I didn't write on anything on the back. And those were just things that were given to me. And this was the nice happy words that I was supposed to draw, but ended up using stickers instead. These are, again, images from vintage books that I incorporated throughout my journal. It just really does remind me a lot of Christmas time. And that was apparently like a snowstorm, winter storm in the late 1800s in Ontario, Canada. I thought I'd incorporate that. And that was from Maud, a washi tape with a card. So nice. She sent me some goodies. And this was that book that I made sure to say that I didn't draw that. And here's one of the last pages. And there's that pocket brown bag that Maud gave me. And here it is, guys. It's finished. Well, that was a quick one. I honestly enjoyed making this with all of you. I wasn't even sure if I was able to do every day, prompts. There was one, I think, day that I couldn't do. I skipped because so then I ended up posting 2 prompts in that day or on that day. And I don't know what it was. I think it was the 24th or the 26th because, I have a big family, so we celebrate big. So, I was busy, and that's okay because we all are. But these prompts just really didn't take long, didn't take much for me, and there was no really much pressure. So I'm really glad I did this. Have a good one, guys. Enjoy the new year.